Here are the top 10 best hoodies to buy. Gang, what's good with y'all, man? It's Jadon Grundy back with another video, and in today's video, I'm gonna show y'all the top 10 best hoodies in my personal collection. Like, I'm talking about out of all the hoodies that I have, if I had to narrow it down to 10, these gonna be the joints right here. So we're gonna hop right into the video. I did want to announce though that there is a restock happening right now as we speak, and this necklace is on there. I know y'all been going to the site and it's been sold out for a long time, but there is a restock. This is the version 2. Check that out if you want it. So we're gonna crack it right off with the first hoodie, and I did want to say that this is in no particular order, but I do just want to explain some of the construction of the different hoodies. That way you can kind of know what to look for. But we're gonna crack it right off with this hoodie by Enrage Studios, and it's called the Heavy Hood. It's in a brunette colorway, so kind of like a dark brown wash, but it feels like a single layered fleece hoodie. So there's different types of hoodies. You have like fleece, and then you have terry cloth. So the way that you can usually tell what it is if you lift it up in the inside. If it has kind of like this soft beadier type of material, it's gonna be fleece. So what makes this hoodie make the top 10 cut is basically the construction and the fitting of it. So me personally, I think that hoodies with really big hoods are phenomenal. Like when I'm wearing a hoodie, I really want to feel cozy. I want to feel tucked in. I want to feel like I got one big heavy blanket on my body. So this hood takes that to almost the extreme. So you guys will be able to tell when the hoodie is on, but the overall hood on it is crazy. Other than the hood, it has a drop shoulder construction, so the sleeves kind of feel a bit more elongated. It's a bit more of a slouchy fit, and to kind of contrast that, you have a crop in the body. So definitely a really unique fit. I don't know too many hoodies that fit like this one specifically. So if you guys wanted to check out Enrage Studios, make sure you check them out. They have a couple of different colorways in this joint. Moving on, we probably have one of the most innovative designs when it comes to hoodies, and I'm sure you guys have all seen this joint right here, but this is the Yeezy Gap hoodie engineered by Balenciaga. So there are a bunch of massive differences that you have with this hoodie. For one, we've never seen a construction like this when it comes to the ribbing. So right off the bat, you have this really slouchy, baggy type look, and it's because it's a double layered hoodie, but the way that they constructed the elastic band at the bottom is they kind of sewed it into the double layered, so you kind of have this hidden effect to where it kind of looks like the material just rolls at the bottom of the garment. So you have that effect at the waistband, and then you also have it at the cuffs by the wrists. You also have this drop shoulder effect, which I think just plays along with the rest of the bagginess of the hoodie. You have your kangaroo pouch, and then you have your hood, which is also really comfortable and plays right into the role of the last hoodie that I just showed. So it's definitely an instant fan when the hoodie fits well. It has a different kind of attachment than normal hoodies. So usually they have this split down the middle so that you can stitch the hood in kind of like an open neck type of thing, but they made this hood separate and kind of like attached it with a seam. So you have kind of like this one pouch type of hood look. So next up, we have the designer special. So I feel like every designer, when it comes to making a specific everyday type of wear, they always create their own version of it. So definitely had to make sure that I made the perfect hoodie for myself. So this is the heavy zip hoodie, which is now restocked on my website if you'd like to go check it out. But it basically has my personal favorite construction, so had to make sure the hood detail was there. So a very, very big hood, but it's basically a double layered hoodie throughout the entire thing. So double layered terry cloth, so very thick, very heavy, very premium. The cut on this is a little bit more boxy. I didn't want it to be a slouchy hoodie just like the rest of the slouchy hoodies. Nothing against them, clearly I like them, but I wanted this one in particular to fit a little bit more boxy in the shoulders. So it has kind of like a square cut. It has a slight crop at the bottom, nothing too crazy. And then you just have embroidered branding details on the front left side, and then under the hood you have the Jadon Grundy print. And then for the last detail, I had to go full out and get me a custom zipper made and put onto this joint. So definitely a great hoodie. If you guys want to check it out, like I said, link is in the description. Now moving on, we got a fan favorite, and it is very much for a reason. We got the Fear of God Essentials hoodie. Now I know you've seen everybody in many moms have one of these hoodies, but I promise you, it's valid, bro. The way that they construct these hoodies at the price point that they do it at is just phenomenal. So right here, I have this Essentials Fear God hoodie in this like yellow colorway. I do like the airy feel of the material that they use. So this is also a fleece hoodie. It feels heavyweight, but at the same time, it has like an airy feel to it. I don't even quite know how to explain it. Double layered hood, so definitely passes on the hoodie test. And then you just got your detailings like your Essentials Fear God logo in the front, which is kind of like in this reflective lettering. And then you have your signature rubber detail at the top of the hoodie. So I don't know, man, I feel like it's worth the hype, to be honest. It has a really good construction, great fit. It's a really great fitting hoodie. Moving on, we have one that is definitely on the more affordable side, and it is a basic hoodie from Mnml. This joint, I don't remember exactly when I got it, but I would assume that all the versions that they made are very similar to this. So it's also a fleece hoodie. As far as construction, it has a drop shoulder cut, kind of a crop at the body, double layered hood, single layered body, and it's made out of fleece as well. So really not too much to say. It's really just a basic black hoodie, but as far as fit and price point, I think that this is a really good one to go with. Moving on, we got one of my most worn hoodies, I think, because the size of it is just a very unique size. I love the way the hood fits. I love how baggy it is. It's probably one of my most baggy hoodies, and probably because it's in a size 2XL. But I got this from Basketcase Gallery a while ago at a pop-up that they had, and it's just a very good, sturdy feeling terry cloth hoodie. Single layered in the body, double layered in the hood. I don't know if it's an intentional drop shoulder, but it just fits baggier on me, so it kind of drops at the shoulders. But overall, I just think it's a cool, nice washed hoodie. You don't really see this good gray wash too often, so really not too much to say. It's just a big baggy hoodie. This next joint that I got, I had for quite some time. I wear it whenever I want something a little bit more lightweight, but this is a fleece hoodie from Acne Studios. It's in a heather gray colorway, which I think pairs along with jeans really nice. So whenever I'm wearing like a light blue jean and I want to take the lighter route, this is usually a hoodie that I go towards. I think the hood fits really well, and it feels like an elevated basic. Now, I know everybody kind of says that about a hoodie, but in particular, it being Acne Studios and it being like a higher end designer hoodie, I think that the way that it fits is it feels like a hoodie that you could just get from Walmart, but with better cuts and a better attention to detail, if that makes sense. But pretty slouchy, pretty elongated in the body. There is no type of crop at all, so it fits kind of like a basic hoodie. You also have hidden pockets on the side with your Acne Studios logo. So overall, cool basic. Now moving on, we got a low-key brand, and it's called Rich USI. If you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you probably see me mention this brand a couple of times, but he has kind of been working on different types of hoodies, and this one is definitely one of my favorites. So outside of the bright orange colorway, passes the hood test first and foremost. I feel like any of these hoods, if they didn't pass the hood test, it probably wouldn't even be in the top 10. So green check on that joint. The material is also like a very airy feel, kind of similar to the Fear God joint. It almost feels like a double layered hoodie, but I think it's just a heavier type of GSM. So when you flip it underneath, you can see that it is fleece material. But the craziest construction has got to be this front pocket area. So it's almost like a cargo hoodie. Like you got pockets on the left side, you got the kangaroo pockets, but not only is it a regular kangaroo pocket, you have like a zipper detail and then like another pocket on top of the zipper. So definitely an insane construction. I think the body is a little bit cropped, and then you kind of have like this double stitch shoulder situation. So this is probably one of the most unique constructed hoodies out of all of these, if we being honest. Now next up, we have a hoodie by Enrage, and this became one of my personal favorites because I don't quite see many hoodies with an adjustable drawstring type of thing underneath. So this hoodie has a very boxy fit, but if you would like, you can pull this drawstring and it kind of cinches in the waist, and it kind of can fit more like a cropped, slouchier type hoodie, which I think is a really cool detail depending on how you want to layer your outfit. But it has basically just a count graphic in black print across the front. Kind of gives like a vampire type of vibe, you feel me? Very, very big hood, so you already know, has to pass that. And then as far as the shoulders go, it does kind of have more of a dropped shoulder. But overall, I think that it's just a really cool black hoodie, and I like the cinching of the waist detail, so that's how I made it in the cut. Last but definitely not least, we have the full zip hoodie from Enrage Studios, and I put it at the end because I just showed y'all Enrage Studios hoodie at the beginning, so it was only right that I saved this for the end. I feel like it is the most unique hoodie and probably the most like hot trend type hoodie. I remember when this hood first came out, I seen every other TikTok brand trying to replicate the build of this. But the overall construction is crazy. It kind of has a similar cut as the first one that I showed. So as far as cropped body goes, this has a really good crop on it. It kind of like floats right above the waist. You then have a very low drop shoulder when it comes to the arms. You have the kangaroo pocket as well, and then you have the full zip that comes all the way up, kind of like past or at your nose, depending on your face, I guess. But I think that it's just a really cool style of hood. Like, I don't know any other hood that really looks like this, and if it does, they probably got it from Enrage Studios. So wanted to save that for the last hoodie. So I appreciate y'all for watching, man. All of the links to all of these hoodies will be down in the description if you wanted to check that out. I do have the restock out right now on the necklace, so make sure y'all go buy that if you want one. Follow me on Instagram and whatever other platform you can find me on. So that's pretty much it, man. I'll be back to y'all with more. Peace.